Welcome back, everybody. Sport Federation TV. Nice to have you along. We carry on talking about sport in the province, sport in the Western Cape. And as you know, over the last few weeks, well, for a long time now, we keep talking about sport in the districts. And of course, the West Coast District being one of them. And you will know that a few weeks ago, we spoke to the Ch263 Chess Club, which is, of course, up on the West Coast in the Matsikama area. Fantastic chat that we had there to see, of course, that chess is very active up there. And now we have the president of West Coast Chess on the line with us, Basil Ellman. Basil, welcome to Sport Federation TV.
Thank you very much, JP, and good day to all our viewers.
Yeah, thanks, Basil. Yes, first time for, I don't know, is it the first time we've got you on the show?
It's the first time, yes.
Well, it's great to have you, and congratulations, shall I say, congratulations, of course, on your presidency as the president of West Coast Chess, but congratulations on all the club activity that we're seeing up on the West Coast.
Thanks, JP. We're trying
So
under very difficult circumstances.
Yeah, we know that you've got but you have been beating some of those circumstances by being able to play online chess. Tell us about that.
Yes, you know, with the inception of the COVID regulations, we struggled a bit, but we've been very constant with having two tournaments, which is called Wacky Wednesday. It's kids only in the West Coast. It's a very safe platform on Lead Chess. And then we have the Funky Friday, which is open for anybody.
So you've got two special days. Are these online events? When you talk about something called leeches, how does this work? Is it all online?
Yes, these two events are online events. We've been doing over the board as well, but let's just talk about these two first. So the Wacky Wednesday, as I said, it's kids only. The reason for that is we've got arbiters monitoring so that we don't have cyberbullying and, you know, all kinds of other things happening. And the Funky Friday, of course, is open to anybody. And these events are played online.
So who came up with this idea to have these special events? Obviously, that takes a bit of creativity. It takes a bit of leadership to say, folks, we need to have something special for the kids. Let's come up with an event called Wacky Wednesday and Funky Friday.
Yeah. The executive debated various names. So I'm not going to attribute it to one person only, but we work as a team in the West Coast. We consult, and at the end of the day, these were the two names that stuck, and everybody's happy with those two names.
Let's talk about West Coast Chess itself, the clubs that are out there. That we had a great interview 3 weeks ago with Ch263 Chess Club. You must be very happy with the club progress.
Yes, I'm very happy with them. They are one of our newer clubs, and they are doing tremendous work. They definitely deserve a round of applause. They are one of the clubs who actually took the initiative to install Wi-Fi in the club area, in the playing area. So with them, it's going to be a little bit easier to establish the hub. In Saldanha Bay Municipality, we are looking at places like the Science Center, who offered their space as well, but they're busy furnishing it with Wi-Fi, so hopefully, that's why I mentioned earlier, we will have two hubs up and running, one in Upper West Coast and one in Lower West Coast, as it's known.
Basil, also, we saw a few weeks ago, we interviewed Dr. Shabawuddin, if I've got it right, yeah. And he was your tournament champion of the Western Cape Closed Championship. And you've got the Western Cape Open also.
Yeah. Speaking about tournaments, JP, maybe I can just mention that we are hosting the Women's Day tournament. That's in August. As we've been doing for the past 3 years, it's on our calendar. It's a big tournament, and it's normally held at Club Mykonos. And this weekend, we've got a tournament it's called the Clint van Rooyen Memorial. And next week, we've got the West Coast Open tournament. So the Clint Memorial, the Clint van Rooyen Memorial is held in Glen William.
Right.
See, I had to take off my glasses to get to the name of the place.
and the West Coast Open, where will you be doing the West Coast Open
The
Championship?
West Coast Open will be held in the Matsikama area.
All right,
That
so
is in Vredendal.
well, you certainly seem very active. I mean, it's also great to see that you've got the likes of Club Mykonos, one of the big corporates up on the West Coast, really supporting chess. I mean, that's a fantastic initiative. That's, of course, the Women's Day tournament coming up in September, you say?
In August.
In August. So the Women's Day
August, yes.
tournament is in August, and then the Clint van Rooyen tournament to be held in Clan William, and then the West
weekend.
Coast. It's this weekend, sorry.
This weekend, yes.
And then you've got the West Coast Open also coming up. So
Next weekend.
next weekend. So there's a lot of tournaments, a lot of competitions for the athletes to get involved in.
Yes, JP, and I might add, these will be over-the-board tournaments that we're having.
Right.
So once again, if people probably wondering whether, I think a letter went out to the schools last week that contact sport has been stopped with immediate effect. Chess is not a contact sport. However, we are not reckless. In order to host online tournaments, we prepare COVID plans that we must hand into our region. Our region sends it through to provincial for approval, and provincial sends that through to national. So there's nothing reckless happening. We've got plans in place.
The champions that are coming through the ranks, the athletes themselves, how's West Coast doing?
Well, you know, JP, I think to answer that question, we need to look at what's happening on national level as well. At the moment, there's athletes that's supposed to go and play in international events. There's one in Zimbabwe, for example, and these tournaments are very expensive. And if an athlete can't go and present the country or their region or their province due to financial constraints, then obviously the athlete won't fare well on the international arena, and with chess specifically around rating. So we've got kids coming through who's doing very well. However, because of COVID restrictions and because of the financial constraint, as I mentioned, it's very difficult for them to go and participate in international events.
Yeah.
And sorry, JP, there was 6 of our kids who had to go and play in 2020, for example, in Panama, and then COVID hit and they couldn't go.
But if you're telling me that you've got kids coming from the West Coast that are traveling or have the ability to go and compete internationally, then clearly we've got the talent up on the West Coast.
Yes, we have the talent, and the talent is also linked to training programs that we're having. One of the training programs that we've been running for the past 2 months now has been initiated by the provincial chess structure, and that is called the Rural Chess Development that we've been doing. It's coming to an end this weekend. Hopefully, if we get more sponsorship, we can continue with the rural coaching program.
Fantastic. Thanks, Basil. We'll leave it at that, and we wish you guys the best of luck, and of course, stay safe out there.
Thank you very much.
There we go, folks. Basil Ellman, the president of West Coast Chess, and of course that forms part of the Western Cape chess structures. And yeah, fantastic to see that chess keeps growing and chess keeps getting better and better. Looking forward to that Women's Day tournament that's going to be at Club Mykonos then in August. And as he said, the West Coast Open Championships next weekend, and then this Clint van Rooyen tournament coming up this weekend in Clan William. So well done to the chess guys. And of course, folks, as you heard, all precautions for COVID regulations are in place and very strictly monitored. Folks, we'll take an ad break. When we come back from a break, we carry on talking about sport in the province. Back in a sec.